Hi, it's Natalie from Nat Christmas Autism Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing PJ and Skylar for Good Luck Charlie. So I'm going to be talking about their story, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and why they're one of my favorites. So let's get started. So, first of all, PJ is one of the Duncan kids in Good Luck Charlie, and Skylar is this girl who Teddy's sister. Okay, let me back up. So PJ's sister Teddy was dating this guy named Spencer, who was cheating on her with this girl named Skylar. When they both found out, they both broke up with him, and then they started formed a friendship. And after going through a phase of utter despair, and they started doing this band contest, and then PJ and his friend Emmett were practicing for this Battle of the Bands contest, and so was Teddy and Skylar. And so they're playing really loud, and then they come out to tell each other to be quiet. And then PJ and Skylar see each other. And he later describes it as, it's only you. You're the only two people in the world. And so they have that love at first sight moment. And then they meet up later and just start like introducing each other and saying, I like your song. And then they discover they're both not dating. And they like each other's hair. And so they form a relationship. And then they start dating. And then they refuse to play against each other in the band battle. So then they end up forming all one group. And then they win. And then later, and a couple episodes later, I think they go on a date. And they end up the date ends up to be a disaster because she gets sick, and then she gets car sick, and then they end up getting lost, and then they try again, and they just decide to give it another shot. And they're happily dating, and they like each other a lot. And they're both kind of airheads, but they're both so sweet, and they really like each other. So, and then here comes the episode that made me cry, PJ in the city. So Skylar is hanging out with PJ, and she gets a picture with him, and then they hug, and then she leaves him this note where she tells him she has to move to New York for her dad's job. And so he's sad, so he runs away to go to New York to be with her. And his dad comes and finds him and tells him that you need to let her go. If it's supposed to work out, it will work out. You'll be together one day, but right now you just need to set her free. And so that's what they do, which I think shows their maturity. Because PJ and Skylar, PJ says to her, you're not going to find any guy crazy for you as me, but you're free. And she says the same thing. You're not going to find a girl for crazy for you as me, but you're free too. And so he's really sad. And he kind of mentions it a few times, how when he first broke up with her, he was devastated. And he thought he could never move on, but he did. And then later, he's going to New York again with Teddy for her NYU. I'm losing my train of thought. She goes to NYU for a college interview, and he goes with her, and they get caught in a storm. But he goes and he's working a hot dog stand temporarily, and so she shows up at the hot dog stand, and he gives her a hot dog, and then he talks to the owner of the hot dog stand, who tells him he should tell her how he feels. And so she comes back. He doesn't think she's gonna come back, but she does. And then he tells her he's still crazy for her, and she said, "I'm crazy for you too." And they hug, and he says he's never gonna let her go. And then they realize she's moving to Denver for her school, and they can be together after all. And they stay together throughout the rest of the series, and they're still dating and happily together. And so it ended up working out in the end for them. Now, PJ and Skylar are very interesting to me because they're kind of like that kind of couple that just stays happy, but yet you still are sad when they break up. But they don't break up just for the sake of the TV writers trying to create drama. They break up in a way that kind of shows their maturity. And so, yeah, but he ends up they end up being happy together, and so I'm just really happy that they ended up being together in the end, and that they did a breakup that showed maturity. It made me respect PJ a lot, and that's why he became one of my favorite character in that show. Is his relationship with Skylar is just so sweet. So yeah. So I wish we had gotten more of PJ and Skylar in the show. That's why I titled this video what I did. But I still love what they gave us. So I think it's perfect the way it is, because if they had more screen time, they probably would have done some sort of big fight where they broke up and stuff, and then they not happy anymore. And so I'm just grateful that I can just tie it up in a bow and just say one of the most beautiful stories with the breakup that shows maturity. So I think I've said that a lot, but it really does. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed that fun stuff. Send me an email in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye.